Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am here with another episode of using sticker books in scrapbooking. And I am also combining this with my 30 days of sketches for November sketch for today. And so you will totally see that the sketch started me and that was all. But sometimes going rogue is totally fine. So in today's sketch, there are two pictures with this big ampersand in the middle. And I really liked kind of the impact of that idea of having this big element. So rather than using two photos in the ampersand, I started off with a big picture. So kind of the same idea, this big design element kind of right in the central location of your page. So that started me. And it's going to go rogue. It's going to be what it is. So I'm going to use this striped paper for my background. And I am trimming it at the halfway point, about halfway down the page, because I want to make a little pocket that folds open. And so this is not really what the sketch looks like, but it's what I'm going with. And it's going to kind of take your eye down the page directly to that photo. And so I'm playing with this star paper, and I'm going to end up covering it up almost entirely with hearts, which to me is just funny because I usually don't combine the two. So what I'm going to do is I put black cardstock on the back of my pattern paper, and then I put a little piece of that star pattern paper behind it that's going to show through my little pocket, and then I'm using my tiny attacher to put those black, flip over pockets onto the page, so I still keep some of the dimension. And then I'm going to grab my sticker book, and this is a Shauna Dingerman sticker book from Paper House Productions, and I will link it down below because it is amazing, you guys. I've used this one in one of the videos before, but I'm in love. This is such a great sticker book. So all I'm doing is going through the sticker book and pulling out all of the circles, and I'm going to completely fill in this entire wedge of my layout. And so some of them are going on dimensional adhesive, some of them are going flat on the layout. I am trying to kind of vary the colors as well as the words that I'm using. So there's this entire sheet that has tons of circles that say yay, love, and enjoy in all different colors. And so I'm kind of scattering those all around. And my original thought was, this is a picture of my kids on a mini golf course. And I was doing this kind of posed picture because I think this is such a cool look, where they were throwing the mini golf balls up in the air, and I was capturing a picture of them with the ball in the air, like they had just tossed it up. And there's a little ampersand. It made it, you guys. The ampersand from the sketch made it on the layout. So that's what I was going for, was this idea of kind of mimicking those circles. And as I keep going, and this keeps getting brighter and brighter and brighter, and I'm putting little tiny circles in here, and I'm putting big circles, and I'm filling the whole thing in. It is not I'm not feeling it. It's not, the feel of the layout and the feel of the photo are not cohesive with each other. So you're going to see me end up completely switching directions and changing my photo, and there is nothing wrong with that, guys. So if you start creating a layout and you love your layout design, but you're like, you know what, this is just not really capturing that picture the way that I wanted it to, instead of scrapping the entire layout, or instead of throwing it away, getting rid of it, just switch up your photo. So I'm kind of thinking in my head, I'm like, that photo is just, it's not working for me. So I switched to this picture that we took of the kids on vacation, and we found this really cool artwork statue right in the middle of Boston. And it had this bright yellow house. And so there's enough yellow detail in this layout where I'm like, okay, this picture will be way better. And then I'm going to go ahead and carry that star paper over to the bottom part of that photo mat. And I'm going to put a little bit of black around it to kind of tie in the weight of the black that I have up towards the top. And I am going to get you back on screen here in a sec. So there you go. I'm trying to get used to this new video equipment, you guys. Mine seriously fell apart and broke and sent everything flying. And so now I have to get really used to a new one. And it sits in a totally different spot on my desk. So I keep ending up off screen. So I'm sorry. So then I'm going to take these little banner stickers, and I want 3 little banners to go in this bottom right hand part of the photo mat. Wow, you guys, it must be Friday, right? And then I'm going to have 3 that go in the top left hand corner. But because they aren't banners, they're just squares, I'm cutting them into banners because I want them to have the banner edge just like the ones at the bottom do. And then I'm just leaving a little gap in between. So I'm going to have 3 in the top and 3 down there in the bottom. And then I know that I need somewhere for my title to go. And rather than going to thickers, which would be kind of like my go-to, I'm really trying to stick with this sticker book. So there's this little yellow sticker, you can see it on the screen right there, that says, "Say yes to new adventures." And I am thinking that would be perfect because this is a vacation. The kids were like totally taken with this house that looks like it's half sunken into the ground. It's perfect. So it wasn't going to show up though because it's a clear sticker on a yellow house. So yellow clear sticker on a yellow house, not so much. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on white cardstock, and then I'm going to put it on top of another sticker where I can bring in some of that like green color from up above. And I apologize that this is a little bit off screen again here, guys, but you will see it in the close-ups, I promise. So I'm layering that up with that green sticker, and then I'm putting it on a black piece of cardstock to kind of just tie that black in there as well. And then I end up putting the phrase itself on some dimensional adhesive so that it stands up even more off the page. And then I want to get this heart in there somewhere. So we're going to tuck that into this cluster down here in the bottom. And then I'm just trying to decide if there's anything else that I feel like I need. And I felt like I needed one circle down here in my embellishment cluster just to tie in all those circles up at the top. And then I'm just going to go through and I'm going to pull out a bunch of coordinating enamel dots to add to my 2 kind of clusters. And so even though I'm a little bit off screen, this is really not a big deal. You're not missing out on much because all I'm doing is adding those enamel dots. And so I do want to mention to you, we are having a little bit of a YouTube hop this evening using sticker books and scrapbooking. So there's a few of us from the Paper House Productions design team that are all sharing some ideas with you over on YouTube tonight. If you click down below, you can find all of their channels. And the really cool part is that Paper House Productions is going to give away a sticker book of your choice to somebody that checks out all the videos and leaves a comment. So in the comments below, I want to know, have you ever started a layout and had to either change your photo or change your layout because they just weren't working together? So tell me about that in the comments below, and I'll see you soon. Bye!